Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. I just want to start off with saying thank you so much for all the likes, subscriptions, as well as the views that I got from my previous video. I really appreciate all the love and support, and it keeps on making me want to push on further to do more. So thank you guys so much for that. I just want to remind you guys not to forget to subscribe, keep on liking, keep on sharing, and keep on commenting what other content you want to see and other things as well. So today I decided I wanted to make a video just to motivate and inspire people. I feel like right now in our world, it is really hard and we're just going through a lot of things. So a little motivation never hurt anyone. Okay, so I guess I'm going to start really with going by what I've been through in my past and what has helped me and what has inspired me and what kept on letting me push on further in life. And maybe through that, you guys can feel a little creativity as well. So all my life, I've always been the person, surrounded by certain circumstances that kind of stopped me from doing what I wanted to do. And I would continue on in life doing what other people wanted me to do, or doing things that I thought I wanted just because I wasn't really in tune with myself. So it's things that I thought I wanted, but not things that I really wanted. So I kind of, lived my life like that. But I came to a point last year during quarantine where I said, no, enough is enough. I want to be living a life where I'm fully satisfied and where I'm feeling inner joy, inner peace, and inner happiness. So I decided to basically change my life around, and it's been, basically 1 year fully now, and my life has definitely made a huge change. I feel the impact it's actually brought to me, and I feel more than blessed knowing the things that I know, and it really did help. So first things first is you really need to be in tune with yourself. You really need to understand what you like, what you don't like, your hobbies, everything that's really true about yourself, you need to know. I think meditation is a huge thing with this. If you meditate, you're able to really come and find your inner self. And I know people might think meditation, is 30 minutes and you're sitting in an awkward position like, but that is not true. Meditation has many different type of forms. You can do singing meditation, you can do dancing meditation. Yes, you can do, your pose and more quiet of a meditation. You can even meditate laying down. You can meditate sitting up. You can even meditate whilst you're with people. So meditating is like, you can do it so many different ways. And once you begin to meditate, you really get to listen to that gut feeling, that intuition inside of you. And once you begin to listen to that, things definitely change in your life. You really get to figure out who you really are. I feel like all our lives, we're always, going through so many obstacles and going through so many challenges. So we never have time to come back and relax and heal and to thank ourselves. So that's another thing. Make sure you give yourselves a pat on the back or a huge round of applause, because you really came far. No matter if you're 10 years old, 15, 20, 40, 80, doesn't matter what your age is, you've gone through your own struggles, and that is a lot, and you keep on pushing every single day. So congratulations for that. But we need to start listening to that little inner voice in order for us to keep on going but feel like we're not lacking anything. If you think right now, whatever you're doing in your life, whether, you're going to work or you're working a part-time job, a full-time job, or you're in school, whatever the case may be, think about your life right now. Are you fully 100% satisfied? Are you truly happy? Most people answer this as no, but that's not life. Life shouldn't be like that. That's not how we were meant to be. We were meant to be very happy and joyful and actually think about our lives and say, wow, I'm living the life that I really want to be living. The reason why we're not so satisfied in our lives, and the reason why we're not so happy, is because we're not doing what we really want to do. Now, I know this may sound weird because you're probably like, well, yeah, I work my job. I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But that's the thing there. It's not what you're supposed to be doing, what society deems as normal or what your standards are, but it's more of what is your soul saying. Because if your soul isn't satisfied, I can promise you 1,000,000% you yourself will not be happy. Inner joy can be found in many different ways. You can do hobbies that make you happy, maybe writing. That's one for me. When I write, I feel so amazing. I lose myself in my fiction. I love writing and I love to read. And doing hobbies like that brings me back to my inner self and my inner peace. So things like music could be one for you. If you're a musical person, that could be something that you're really interested in. You know, maybe you have to listen to music and you feel inner happiness or inner joy. Or maybe you make music, or, going on walks, even sports. All of these different types of things, whatever your hobby is or whatever makes you feel like you're being your true self, those are things you really need to be doing more. I feel like our society has gotten to a point where we kind of push just because we want to live. And we're not living because we're happy. We're just living because we're alive. And that's not how we should be living at all. Right now, I can tell you so many people who are not working the dream jobs they thought they were going to work when they're 5 years old. Whether that's because they actually changed their mind or because they changed it because, circumstances in their life brought them down or not. There's so many people in this world who haven't reached the goals and accomplished the things that they wanted to do just because other people told them not to do that, or other people brought them down, or even they brought themselves down. Think about something you wanted to do in the past 10 years, something monumental. Maybe that's going to school. Maybe that's, finishing that little job you didn't finish in the garden. Maybe it's losing some weight. Maybe it's getting your driver's license. Whatever the case may be, think about what you really wanted to do in the past 10 years of your life. Did you do it? If you're answering no, it's probably because you weren't listening to that inner self of yours that I was speaking of earlier. You didn't know what you truly wanted to do, or you did, but you thought, because A, B, C, D, it's not going to work. And that's fear and self-doubt that you're inflicting in yourself. Once you start that self-doubt, that little voice inside of you gets quieter and quieter. Once you are more, of the world, and you listen to what people say, and you're listening to what society says, and you're just listening to everyone else except yourself, that's when that inner voice is silent. And that's when you start doing things just because you have to stay alive. But if you're a person and you take that time to meditate, you take that time to know yourself, you take that time to do things that make you happy, then you start living a life that you're actually happy about. People always will tell you what they think. Everyone sees the world in their own perspective, and people don't understand that we're so different, yet we're so unique in our own ways. Just because maybe I don't think being a police officer is the best thing, doesn't mean just because you want to be a police officer, you're not going to do it because I don't think it's cool. You need to do what you want to do. A huge saying that I really like is, you come into this world alone and you're going to leave this world alone. So you might as well do what you really want to do, because all these people who are affecting you aren't leaving with you, and they weren't born with you either. You're living a life for yourself. When you're 70 years old, it's going to be you in that bed. When you're 20 years old, it's going to be you buying that car. When you're 10 years old, it's going to be you going to school to learn to go get that, diploma, or to go get that certificate. And if you pay attention to all these negative things around us, you're not going to accomplish what you really want. And you would have been living a life for other people. If you want to be somebody who's joyful, do things that actually make you happy, and forget about the haters. If I listened to my haters, I would not have a YouTube channel right now. If I listened to my haters, I would not be doing my modeling right now. If I listen to my haters, I don't even know where I'd be, to be honest, right now. I don't know if I'd be alive. You need to stop caring about what others say and think about you, and stand tall for yourself and do things that make you the best you. Now, I'm not talking about go quit your job tomorrow. I'm not talking about stop everything right now and change your life completely. But obviously, let's be realistic and set a goal or set plans or set steps for yourself. Slowly by slowly, you'll be able to become the best you and the best version of yourself. But it only starts today. Stop telling yourself, yeah, I'm going to do it eventually, because it's never going to happen. That thing you wanted to do a couple of years back, you still didn't do it. But by now, you could have achieved it. I know a huge one for me is, for the longest time, I told myself I was going to get my license for the longest time. But I always had fear that I was going to fail. I really did, because I heard people, they failed their G test or their G1, and I was scared. But I just woke up one day and I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. If I fail, I fail, but at least I tried. And that's where it is right there. We have so much knowledge about, but this might go wrong. This might happen. But we never try it. So how do we know that's the truth? Maybe you won't fail. Maybe you really want to play the piano, but you're scared because you think you're not good. But all along, you're probably the best piano player in the whole entire world. I think a huge thing is that people really don't know the talents that they have hidden in themselves. And you won't know it until you try. People don't get that in order to get success, you need to have gone through a lot of trial and error. But eventually, you will get to that success. But if you keep on staying mad, or you keep on staying sad or scared, or you have so much self-doubt, you will not meet that success. If anything, you'll be going backwards. I think that all of us, we need to make a true statement to ourselves every single day and tell ourselves that we can do it, because surely we can. People think that you need to always set limits and boundaries, but that's not the case. The sky is the limit, and that's not even the limit, to be honest. You can go past the sky if you want to. But people don't get that. People don't understand that you can really achieve anything you put your mind to. The most craziest thing you're thinking about right now, you can do it. I'm telling you, you can really, really do it, and you can handle it too. And it's going to be the best thing that's ever happened to you. But you need to make that first step. You can't keep just dreaming about this beautiful life. You need to actually live it now. If you think about somebody who is really successful, think about anyone right now who's successful. They went through a lot of trial and error. I can promise you that. They had to struggle to get where they are. But they really wanted to feel that success. They really, really wanted to feel that inner joy. And if you really want it, it will surely come to pass. They woke up one day and said, you know what? I don't like the life I'm living. I'm going to change something about it. And they literally changed their lives around. What I don't want is our society, or anyone in that case, to get to a point in their life saying, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. Stop wishing it and do it. Because what you really don't want, and I can promise you, is that when you're passing away, to say, oh my gosh, I could have done this. I should have done this. I wish this happened. That's the last thing you want to be thinking. Trust me. What you should be thinking about is, wow, I lived a life. The best life I possibly could. And that's when you know that every day is amazing. every day, you can do whatever you want to do. I hope this video was inspiring a little bit. I hope this video motivated you guys. And I really enjoy, getting one-on-one with you guys. I really, really do love it. And I have so much to share. If you have any suggestions for other content I should do, please comment it below. Tell me whatever you need to tell me. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram. I'll be having my handle inside the bio. And peace, love, joy, and happiness to everyone. Enjoy your day today. It is the beginning of the new month, so plan accordingly. And have a great night. Bye.
Now they wanna know me since I hit the top. Hey, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch shit don't never stop.